Welcome back, everyone. The Lambda function, if we were to look at the logs, we would see it has two parameters, the city being Houston, and fine dining is set to yes, because the agent behind the scenes converts the user's response, so for example, this, into a yes or a no for fine dining, and it already knows the city, which is Houston. So this is a very scalable solution. Remember, a lot of LLMs hallucinate when they get a lot of data, but this approach ensures that even if our database has millions of rows, we can do exact lookups because we're looking for the city which the user provides and also whether they say yes or no for fine dining. Okay? So I just want to make that clear that we're actually doing API calls behind the scenes from the user's input. Okay? And let's see the trace. We're going to talk a lot about the trace in the course, so I'm just going to scroll to the interesting parts. So over here, for example, we see the LLM rationalizing. Based on the user's responses about wanting to potentially see celebrities, this suggests they are looking for upscale fine dining establishments. All communicate with the restaurant collaborator with this information for Houston. Okay? And then this calls the backend for us with the appropriate parameters. And if we look at trace step 2, we see the rationale that I have received restaurant information and I should relay this to the user. And here is the final response. So what's happening behind the scenes is a supervisor agent delegates this task to the restaurant agent. The restaurant agent does the database lookup for us, and then it gives the results back to the supervisor agent, and the supervisor agent refines the response in a nice way. So essentially, this is what's happening. And in the course, you'll build out this fully fledged travel agent, which is going to be able to do the same thing with hotels and Airbnbs, but we'll also introduce advanced filtering. So for Airbnbs, whether, pets are allowed, whether there's a sauna, whether there's a pool. So it's going to be very easy for you to apply what you learn here and use it in your own project or in your own work of line. It's very easy to take one workflow and just modify it so that it would fit your needs. So I really hope to see you in the course.